Alright, today is Friday. We call it Farmers Market Day in Woodland Park. I'm figuring out what I want to do with those fences. But this is how the plants are growing as of today. There's our horseradish, our herb nautilus, some flowers I planted, and the nasturtiums. Here is the asparagus and the lilac. We planted more asparagus over there. Then we have what I call my berry row with berries and currants and gooseberries. We have gotten some peppers that we have here. The raised bed is popping finally. So we've got cabbage and carrots and something else in here, I don't remember. There are some more peppers, some flowers, and then a bed that I planted a bunch of seeds in that seem to be popping up. Lots of green sprouts and flowers. So in 2 weeks, be interested to see how far along it is. These are all things I planted from seed that are, well, except the snapdragons. I did buy those. Here is our strawberry patch. It's doing so good and so much better than last year. And we got so many blooms. My goodness gracious. They are amazing. Very cool. Then our trees are doing amazing. Here's 2 Hinamaki reds. And then there's a tree. It's a, what is it? A superior. That is, these are gauge plums right here. And I just sprayed them so they have some morning water. There's another gauge. And there is another plum tree, which is amazing. And another one. And we've got our potatoes coming up here in the corner. Planted a bunch of marigolds again. Have a random strawberry growing. We plant some of our runners. This is a container that had strawberries in it, and all of them did not come back, so, which sucks. But I did plant some flowers in there to keep the one plant comfortable or keep it company. This was getting a lot of water, so when we had that early snow, so it turned a little yellow for overwatering, but not on purpose. But it'll be fine. We haven't been watering it that much, so I think it'll pop back. But anyway, so here are I always plant this with wildflowers. Some more currants. Those are, I don't know what they are. But all I know is they're very good and the birds love them. It is called a crandall clove currant. Oh my gosh, those are amazing. And so we do have them covered with bird netting. we probably have to redo that. And we have apple trees, or at least one right here. I've got my peonies back here and some wildflowers. I seeded this with flowers this year. But there's my apple tree, and I love it. And we've gotten some really great blooms on it. So we'll see. Then another peony and a lilac back here. And another peony. And some more currants and gooseberries. Got some peas planted in this. See if they'll snap out of it. They were in the sun and didn't like it. So you always learn. There's the garden looking back in the morning, and it's amazing. We have some little, these are wildflowers, and they are called fairy candelabras, and they're pretty. Then we have, again, another strawberry. Here's my other apple tree. It has Braeburn and Cortland and Gravenstein. So we have some more currants. Here is a hops that has just taken off. My goodness gracious. It has gone up to the top. And here is let's see, what are these? This is rhubarb, and we planted it from a root, and it is doing really well. It's got really two nice leaves. Here are some plants that I need to get planted. Then here are some, I don't remember what I planted back here, but it's coming up. And we've got some onions. I believe those are leeks, I'm not sure. We got some scrapes this year, I don't know what they call them. It's a plant, but we planted them. Here is my flower garden that I planted a while back, but it is coming up really well too. And it'll be interesting to see in 2 weeks how big they are. And then we have a white currant or gooseberry, I don't remember. Tim always buys these varieties that are amazing and kind of unique. Here's some more flowers I planted. I did all from seed this year. Well, most everything. I bought one thing that wasn't seed. I bought the snapdragons. Here is another currant or gooseberry. He has it staked, but I don't remember. Here are horseradish. They're amazing. And they've actually started flowering. And that's so cool. Here is another flowering, and some squash, some more onions, another flower container that we'll see how it does, some carrots. I was going to go down and show you the mulberry tree that we hope will come back. But, I mean, it is coming back, but we hope that it'll get bigger. So that's our little mulberry tree. We may have to try again. I don't know. We'll see. And I love the little wildflowers back here. and I can't wait to get the shed done. Constant, always something to do in the garden. Oh, so go back up here. Oh, we planted some grapes. So let's see how they do. I don't know. Those are 3. Oh, we got some growth on the grapes. I'm just still amazed by this hops. Crazy. It's doing so well. Such thick vines. And I still have more seeds to plant. So I'm going to plant them before I leave, which will be a good thing. So I'll see how they do 2 weeks after I get back. If everybody will water them for me. All right. Oh, so I should go back into the back garden, my little fairy garden back here. Oh, I got dill. I have got to get this cleaned up. There's some dill. And there's my lettuce. I gotta plant this with some flowers. There's my lettuce, which is doing great. Planted some flowers, of course. Got a natural raspberry and some elderberry back here. And then we have some hostas and my little fairy garden. Probably have some weeds in there I need to get in and clean out, but I planted a lot of wildflowers too. And I got that filled with flowers. And I planted interspersed some plants or annuals with my peonies. They're doing better this year. My silver mounds, I have one that's over there in the pot I need to get planted. These were planted earlier. And the peonies are doing okay. I would like them to be bigger with like dozens of blooms. I think that's realistic. There is my Korean lilac. And it should be doing good. It's going to bloom this year, thank goodness. I didn't get any lilacs because of the snow this year. But that is going to bloom. We've got some lilacs. Then we've got these amazing wildflowers. And I had looked it up at one point, but I don't remember what they are. But I just actually kind of like the leaves and how they look kind of Asian to me. I don't know why. Bamboo-ish. There's my peonies and some irises and my sedums and another little flower area and my nasturtiums that I started. And again, this is the front of the garden with my little patch of grass and the chives. Oh, and I guess I should show you my dirty greenhouse. Please excuse the dirt. Well, you don't have to excuse it, but anyway, I got some peppers growing. I got some tomatoes, and there's my little patch of asparagus. And I underplanted with a bunch of basil and other things, and it seems like there's several volunteers of flowers because I did do some seeding in here at one point last year. So we've got a lot of undergrowth. So this is called a prairie fire tomato, which is interesting. It has a little bit of a different leaf structure It's got lots of flowers. I got some sweeties. And then this one is a Dancing with Smurfs again that I'm going to put in. I'm trying to do all my like hot weather stuff in here. Like tomatoes and peppers. Because, you know, I got tomatoes pretty good last year in that bed out there. This one, that bed. But it gets kind of cold at night and they don't produce as much. So, oh, and there's a flower I tried to save, but obviously it broke off and it didn't work. But that's all about gardening, right? Is you get to try things. And we've been doing this a long time. Well, 10 years, I guess. So, anyway, there's my rain barrel. And good that we have some water in it. I'm going to show you my wildflowers because I do want to document those before I leave for 2 weeks. And that's some wildflowers. I did get to see something bloom before I leave in my wildflower wheelbarrow. I like these little flowers right here. Very cool. So, again, this is always spectacular. I love it. So, anyway, one more sweep of the yard, or the garden. My strawberries, amazing. Our trees, I'm in love. Some more squash I planted. Alrighty. All my mess. But hey, when you have a garden and you work in it, it's not always pristine, right? So that is life. There is everything. So thank you for joining me on my little tour today. And I hope you have a good weekend. Take care. Bye.